Hey guys, Christinablackfeather here, and just thought I'd show a little bit of progress. The tulips I bought came up, the canastas, that's what they look like. They're just gorgeous. They're a short little tulip plant, but gosh, they're pretty. And this whole area I'm going to fill with hostas and tulips, this part of the yard, in part so I don't have to mow it. I got irises are starting to come up. The catmint survived the heat. I had to extra water things, and I'm recording now because we got a storm coming in. Ferns are coming up. These are not fiddleheads. These are just a decorative fern, and this will be ferns and hostas in here. And those flowers are doing okay in there. I weeded over here some more and tried to contain the daylilies, because even though they're edible, they just get everywhere like the raspberries here do. So I've been, trying to keep the raspberries contained. There's going to be a lot of pruning, I'm sure. Blueberries, I got 6 blueberry plants. They're all doing fine. They're working okay. Ignore the can of pop. That was mine. The wind just picked up and took everything with it. I got my blender bottle out here because I blended up some morel mushrooms, fresh ones that somebody had just harvested, and I seeded part of the yard. And the rest of the morels I'm going to eat. $25 for a half a pint. And you don't want to try to, you blend the mushrooms up with water and go and just, spread that around after it's been sitting for a bit, shake it up really good and everything. But you can't do it with the dried morels you find in some of the grocery stores, because those are all heat treated, and so they kill the spores. They're heat or irradiated, so you have to make sure your source gets them, harvests them themselves. And yes, asparagus is growing out of my 6 asparagus plants. I only got 3, but over time they'll spread. This bed here, I'm slowly weeding. I weeded all of this today. My hand's quite dirty. And this is all going to be tomatoes here. And I got to weed out the strawberries yet here. This bed I'm going to set up trellises. This is going to be for the cucumbers and squash. And that includes, I've got 1 seedling of mudbrookers that popped up of the butler squash. So 1 is working. I hope I get some more, but if all I get is that 1, I'm going to save the seeds. I'm going to take care of that baby, because that's, like I said, that's from plants that have been established and seeds that have been saved and done and everything for 75 years. So it's like, yeah, it's worth it. Got purple potatoes and white ones in here. I only have 1 potato bag right now. I put the crates back in the garage for the time being. Don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm going to just stick with a simpler plan, because I got to buy more dirt too. So just got to be a bit much to try and do everything all at once this year. There's the Magica from Germany, is growing really nice. It just all of a sudden popped up. I do have to fill dirt in there too, because something dug a huge hole, and there's a hole under the bricks here, and I got to fill that in too. Wind is picking up. We're supposed to get a big storm. Okay, I put this up yesterday. Got it all fenced in. All my herbs and my lettuce greens are in here. I also have lettuce greens and cherry tomatoes growing in the arrow garden that Rachel sent me. Yay, thank you, Rachel. And I harvested the parsley, and that's dried, and the dill's dried, and the basil is in the freezer, and that arrow garden's getting a lot of use. There's the blackberries. They seem to be doing all right. And, yep, dandelions. If there's a lot of dandelion flowers this weekend, I'm going to harvest them and try to make some dandelion jelly. It'll be refrigerated, but hostas are coming up. Looks like a lot of them, so it's going to be some good forageable food this year. Looks like. I got potatoes in here too. I really can't tell. Yeah, that's just a stick. So I'm hoping the potatoes pop up. These irises haven't. Those hostas look like they're coming in on the other side of the rocks. I want to expand hostas all the way down the side of the house with rock edging so the neighbor and I don't have to deal with mowing that either. So I just thought I would record before the storm rolls in and it gets dark. On other good news, hubby had an eye appointment today, and they normally, I've been waiting. They normally would be doing injections once every 6 weeks into his eyes, and he doesn't need them anymore. He still has a follow-up appointment, every 6 weeks or whatever, but no injections today. So those are done for a while. Hubby also, that's a wind. Hubby also got, for the first time, actual shoes for the first time in 2.5 years, between the burns and the edema and everything else. And so he was stomping around like a kid. It was great. It was so much fun to see. And we hit the farmer's market and different garden stores and everything. And I don't know what we're doing this weekend. I know I got to mow and plant some more. There is a little mini Renaissance festival or something in Lindstrom, Minnesota, and we kind of wanted to go to that, but it looks like it's all in the grass, and it's just a push wheelchair, and it doesn't have very big wheels on it either. I would be struggling. So we might have to do that, go to that one next year, but yeah, it's busy. But things are just looking up. And gotta buy some more dirt. If anybody wants to donate dirt money, my information will be down below. No, you don't have to. I can afford to get dirt. Because now I'm actually at 40 hours a week starting this week. I wasn't before and couldn't get a schedule change that would accommodate that, even though they're always short of nurses. So, now 2 16-hour shifts a week and 1 8-hour shift. And we're doing all right. Like I said, things are picking up. It's a happy day. And by the way, that patch of grass there, I have to carefully weed because there's still onions growing despite the squirrels' efforts. And no, that's not a new watch. Just a new watch band. I got to trim it. But yeah, the squirrels have been trying to be my little nemesis, and I'm beating them out. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, I'm just all over the place, aren't I? I love it. I gotta show you guys. I wasn't sure that it was gonna happen. I can't harvest them this year because I only have 2, maybe 3. There's the fiddlehead ferns. Now the fiddles are already unfolded, except for in a couple spots. So I don't have a lot yet, but when they first come up, the fiddle is really, really tight. And that's when they're edible. You'd have to take a brown coating off of them and pan fry them with butter, but this would be a lot tighter right here. And I managed to get some. That one would almost be ready. It's a little too far past, but the plants are so small, I don't want to do that. I don't want to propagate them all along here, and morels all along here too. So, yeah. Forage garden, it's happening, guys. Not all forage, but a lot of it. So, Happy day. Take a look at that awful grapevine. All the leaves are coming in. Lilacs are coming in. They're all leafy. All my lilac transplants, the little babies I got, they all came in. They're doing good. Strawberries here. I gotta weed the strawberries, but they're doing. It's my wild patch of strawberries. So yeah, there you go, guys. I hope you have fun, and it's lightning out, so I'm gonna go in. Blessed be everyone. Take care and have a great night.